All right, welcome, mystical initiates. This is Leslie, and today's lecture is going to be on altar magic and initiation. So I am putting this together for everyone who is either uncertain of what's going on their altar, for those of you who want to improve, build upon, create different types of altars, and of course for those of you who, you're not even sure if you're doing it right. I know I've had students who their family, did not even allow them to have an altar. So this can be pretty new to some of you. And to those of you who are seasoned, there's always more that we can continue to build on. And so that's what we're going to do on this lecture. It is for everyone and everyone who, is wanting to create the sacred space for themselves. And so I imagine you are one of those people. So welcome to today's lecture. It's just going to be my voice today. So let's get into it. On today's agenda, we're going to be talking about altar correspondence. And this is pretty much the foundation of all altar creation and of all the types of magic that we do, whether it's ritual magic, whether it's healing yourself, whether it's aerokinesis or any of those types of elemental magic abilities, because what it actually means is the ability to put things accordingly so that everything is resonating with your intention. So altar correspondence is basically what people come to us about, to Thanuj and I about when it comes to their altar. They're not sure if adding a certain artifact, if adding a certain type of offering is blocking their altar or if it's going to enhance it. And so there are very straightforward answers to this. There are particular ways in how to arrange your altar. But at the same time, for myself as a magical practitioner, I do not just stick to a certain formula that has already been prefabricated by some sort of magical order, spiritual practice, or religion. So it's a fusion. And that's what we're going to cover as well, is this fusion of different ages, different times, different magical practitioner, different cultures, how they set their altar together. And you're going to see a lot of similarities. There are foundations to this. And so that's what's going to be covered, all while going over the altar correspondence. So what type of incense to use, what color candle, what cardinal direction should your altar be facing. All of these things will, when you start to fine tune them, it will start to create a more fluid, sacred space for yourself so that you can really manifest and not feel any blockages around it. So we need to have a sense of certainty. And the only way to have that is to do the investigation and the research. And so that's what we're going to do together. We're also going to go over a ritual meditation or two because it's important to walk away with this information and for you to have something to actually do with it. And so ritual meditations are something that you should be practicing near your altar, if not in nature, near your altar, because while you do these meditations, you can draw in energy from your altar. You can also give back energy to your altar while you're in these altered states. And so this is how you really begin to create that sacred space for yourself. Also, divination. What types of divination? When should you be practicing divination? And when shouldn't you? So we're also going to be covering when you should be doing something and when you shouldn't. People come to us very often as well with these questions like, oh, there's going to be a full moon. Should I be practicing then? Or, it's the summer solstice. What type of ritual should I do? And so hopefully by the end of this, you'll get a better understanding of these types of celestial events and also personal events for yourself, right? So when it's your birthday, what types of rituals should you be doing versus, if you're finding yourself in some sort of resistance state, should you be doing a cutting cord ceremony versus a banishment ceremony? These types of things will start to become more clear for you once your altar is set up and you've been kind of running your own station there for a while. And the next one is, that's part of the divination, is going to be intuition. A lot of this is going to be intuitive for you. But we don't always listen to our intuition now, do we? So I think by just building up on these principles we're going to go over, it's going to help you to get there a little bit better. It's going to help you tap into your intuition so that you follow that instinct, rather than allowing your thoughts to block you from taking that initiation, because intuition is fast. It comes in hot like a lightning bolt. So it can often get overclouded by insecurities that we bring about. And we want to start listening to our intuition. So Magick helps you tap into that, okay? We're also going to talk about casting. We're going to be going over casting a sacred circle. This is something that you should be practicing regularly. The sacred circle is fundamental, and there are different incantations that you can declare out loud when casting your sacred circle. You can use your ritual tools to cast your sacred circle, which we're going to be talking about as well. So there are tools that you should be accumulating along your magical journey, and we're going to talk about those. We're going to go through them, and depending on the magical practice you're initiating yourself in, because although we are a community and we do get together, you are a solo magical practitioner, most likely. All right, so first we're going to talk about magical implements. This is all of the different tools and items that you use during your rituals, that you keep placed on your altar. And so I want to read that you place on your altar. So yeah, they're basically like tools or elements or physical objects. And one of the quote here by Francis Melville is, one of the first tasks of the neophyte is to make the magical objects that represent the four elements: fire, air, water, and earth. These objects are often called the elemental weapons, but some prefer to use the less bellicose terms implements, because they are used to implement the magical will. They are the chief tools of the mage. And that is from The Secrets of High Magick. This book, The Secrets of High Magick, I actually have it. It was gifted to me. And this book focuses on like the Kabbalistic magical order. So I'm only taking a little snippet there. But what you'll see is that these implements that I've typed out down here, these implements down here, wand, dagger, cup, pentacle, they're also found in other magical orders as well. And so you're going to start to see how they do overlap. So consecrating the implements has an exact formula. There are invocations. You have to be facing the correct cardinal direction. You have to have the proper offering. And to the Kabbalistic approach, you call upon angels. So that is something that I don't practice in. Many people who start to do magic often start in these halls. And that is because most of the information you're going to find online reference the angels. They reference King Solomon